Welcome back, everyone, over here. Now, player profile edition here on YSN Live. Once again, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, the Bear Brothers. Also, want to give a shout out to Coach Mamula for setting this up over here. Lowellville Rockets player profile, quarterback, Vinny Ballone. Vinny, first of all, I want to thank you for coming on, my man. You've had such a year so far. Been one of the best quarterbacks here in the whole valley.
Thank you. Yeah.
So, Vinny, real quick, just talk about this whole season that you've been doing so far. I mean, 35 touchdown passes, no interceptions, tying school records, nearly breaking school records, mind you. That might happen soon. Who knows? Talk about how exciting this 2020 season, this 2022 season has been, not only for you, but just for the whole Lowellville Rocket Nation.
Yeah, it's been real exciting. We've done a lot throughout the season, a lot of accomplishments. We're playing real good throughout the first 6 games we've been playing. And I'm real proud of our guys, real proud of the teammates, coaches, everyone. We're playing real great.
Talk about it real quick. Speaking of your teammate coaches, Coach Mamula comes in. You know, those first couple seasons, I mean, that one season I know was the COVID year, 4-6, wasn't really the season that you wanted. But then last year, 7-3, looked like there was a progress, and now it just takes off over here. How has he helped you since coming in here as the head coach?
Yeah, he's been real good. He's a great coach. He gets the guys ready for every game. We're going to practice, lifting, everything, getting real ready for the games. He's a great coach. I really like him.
Great coach indeed. And tell you what, not even only that, but you've had some great weapons this season too. I mean, one of your main targets I saw on Friday against Waterloo, for example, Brady Bonovsky. You went to him a couple times right there. You have one of your relatives right there, Michael Ballone. You have him as well. Mr. Lifting 5 a.m. But I tell you what, it's been paying off for him as well. We've thrown the ball to him a little bit. Matthew Lucido has been playing a big impact. Not only talk about, because people want to talk about only Vinny Ballone, but what about your teammates? The ones up front, the wide receivers, that whole skill position, I would say, they played a bit. How have they played a big impact on you this whole season compared to what the past had?
Yeah, they're doing real good this year. Receivers, they're running their routes perfectly. I'm just hitting them there. They're doing a lot of the work, turning up field, getting a lot of yards. I'm real happy to have some good receivers like that. The line from the past years, they've improved so much. They've gotten so much better with everything. Run offense, pass offense, everything. I'm real proud of them all.
Yeah, you go back a little bit to 2019. I think that was your freshman year. Compared to now, 2022, how do you think you've improved at the quarterback position, especially from, I want to say, your freshman season playing at Lowellville, different regime to now?
Yeah, I've improved a lot by reading the defense and my strength, just like speed, strength, skills, everything, accuracy. It's all improved since my freshman year. But majority was reading the defense as my freshman year.
Talk about also, because you talk about reading defenses, improving on that, improving with your strength. What's a day like in the quarterback for Vinny Ballone? You know, what I mean, besides of course school and all that, what does it start out with on the football side right after school? What's a day in the life? You know, does he go to the weight room first? You know, because Coach Manuel was talking about some players go to the weight room. Does he go after? What's a day in the life of Vinny Ballone like?
Yeah, I usually go to football first, get everything done there that I have to do, and then after I usually hit the weight room right after that, and right after practice.
So right after practice, you usually do hit the weight room, I'd
Yeah.
imagine. Isn't do you? Because here's the thing with high school, of course, it's not like college. You just can't go anywhere and like have a lunch. I mean, you only have your lunch at that time. I imagine for you though, you try and pick up as much strength as possible, hydrate yourself big. What's it
Yeah.
like? I want to say, is it a lot tougher to lift after practice than it is before?
Um, Not really, because if you get a little snack in between practice and lifting, you'll be all right. Just get a quick lift in or a heavy lift in. It's all easy. It's perfect.
I gotta probably try that then sometime for sure. Finny. I mean, Finny, you seem like you know the great hydration right there. Great resources. Talk about though also real quick the game against Waterloo. 5 touchdown passes. Last year it was close against them. You know, what I mean, you had to kind of come back to win that. You had to hold on to win that against the Vikings. This year it seemed like you guys, I want to say, kind of had it in like the third quarter, pulled away after that. What was that game like?
Yeah, we remember from last year. It was real close. We came out ready this year, and hopefully put them away early. And luckily we did that. We played a real good game in the first half, and we just played great on offense, and they couldn't really do much.
And then 2 weeks ago, you played against Jackson Milton. And that game was actually, I think, close for a while. And then you guys ended up pulling away around with a third, fourth quarter, one of the two. and you threw for 9 touchdown passes, and you tied 2 quarterbacks who had them back in, 2013. What was that like just when they found out, "Hey, you tied the record right there for the most passing touchdowns in a game?" Were you, like, shocked? Were you happy? Or were you like, "Hey, we gotta get back to work over here?"
I was like combination of all three actually. I was like, wow, that's crazy. I just tied a state record, and then we were like, well, it's over now, so now I gotta get back to work, try and get 10.
Yeah, you take a look at your season so far, 6-0, as you said, undefeated. Because you also not only play quarterback, you're also on the defensive side a little bit sometimes too. And so far, the defense this year, as I'm looking right now, has only given up around, I want to say the highest points has been 26 against Waterloo. Seems like every other game you've given up anything below 30. Talk about
Yeah.
the defensive improvement from just the past Louisville team.
Defensive improvement. We've all gotten stronger. We've all gotten better skills. Linebackers, we're reading guards like how we're supposed to. We're making tackles this year. It's just everything's improved way better from last year. We're reading the offenses. We're listening in practice. It's all coming together.
And talk about real quick, I want to say, of course, practice definitely makes a big improvement. What improvement would you say you just see out of the leadership of this Louisville team compared to the past? Sometimes you have the good leadership, other times there might be some leadership where you have to make sure that they all come together. What have you seen from just you as a leader, Bonovsky, or whoever it is? What have you seen, and who have you seen really stepped up the most into the leadership role besides you two?
Yeah, all the seniors are really stepping up this year and making sure like it's our last year, making everything happen, making practice perfect, all being leaders, and even some of the juniors are stepping it up this year, being leaders, getting ready for next year. So we're all coming together as a great team this year, I think.
All right, so game this week. I talked to Coach Mamula earlier. I told him, even people are probably going to back out, say what they want about Sebring, but still a tough football team. I know you've seen that for sure this year. Tough young team that they have over here. They could possibly shock a team over here possibly, and they're trying to, I know, do that this week. What's it going to take to beat the McKinley Trojans? Of course, your rival in the MVAC Scarlet Division.
Yeah, we still come out like we usually do, run our offense, tackle on defense, just do everything we're coached to do, and we should be all right. They're a great team, so we just got to go out there and do what we do.
And talk about real quick also, I know it's a little early, but the final few things of your games, of course, after this game, you have McDonald, Mineral Ridge, Western Reserve. What's going to take to be undefeated, kind of like the 2002 Lowellville Rocket team?
Just showing that we be able to pass the ball, be able to put up
Showing
long points, be able to play great defense.
all about showing up that. But I want, because the Blown family, of course, really big, especially in all athletics. How, I want to say, just happy is your family, especially for breaking the record. How happy are they for you for what have you accomplished here so far at your career at Louisville?
Yeah, they're real excited about everything. They're real proud of me, and I'm just proud of myself about everything I've done. I worked hard.
I'm trying to tell you what right now, new, of course, this season. It's been a real good season for you guys so far. I hope you guys continue to put up the great work. Good luck this week, of course, against Sebring McKinley, which you could find on YSNLive.com. If you want to watch Vinny Ballone here in a big game this week, you could go to YSN Live. You could click down on Lowellville and click the link there, or you could go out to Paul Menichini Stadium and support your Lowellville Rockets. I want to say, Vinny Ballone, first of all, thank you for coming on, my man. I really appreciate that, Coach Mamula, and you were able to do this coach's corner right over here before practice, or player profile before practice, and the coach's corner.
Thank you. Yeah.
Once again, I want to thank everyone here for tuning in. And this was the player profile, Vinny Ballone edition here on YSNLive.com.